I really probably should have introed this video saying, hi, it's Care, also known as pens.inks.icedcoffee across various social media platforms, and welcome to me mispronouncing things for probably 20-ish minutes. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome or welcome back. It's Care, also known as pens.inks.icedcoffee across various social media platforms. We have a new ink day. I went on Vanness, and I don't know why, but I felt called to try a bunch of the P.W. Ackerman inks. And I was kind of in a brown mood, as you'll see as we swatch. So I picked up several new inks. Let's see, we have some Van Diemen, some Jack Herbin, P.W. Ackerman. I think those are the brands. We may run into another one. I'm going to swatch them just a little bit differently than I normally do because I'm trying to do it all on one page because this book is so chunky that whenever I try to do a double page on this one, it doesn't work well on this side. Okay, so I think we'll do the Van Diemen's, the two Jack Herbin, and then the rest of them are the P.W. Ackerman, so we'll just do that. Kind of go in something of an order. This is a Tomoe River notebook. This is the Tomoe River hardcover notebook from the Paper Mind. I have a glass drink stirrer, a Teranishi glass dip pen, a Kakimori copper nib on a River City Pinko contoured nib holder, and an acrylic stamp block. Those will be our supplies for swatching. And as I said, we're going to do this one just slightly different than normal, the way I'm swatching, just to try and fit more on one page. So we're starting with the Van Diemen's. It's the Wilderness series, and it's the Black-Tongued Spider Orchid. Hopefully we can still get them all on one page. And this one is the Jack Herbin Amber de Baltique. I really probably should have introed this video saying, hi, it's Care, also known as pens.inks.icedcoffee across various social media platforms, and welcome to me mispronouncing things for probably 20-ish minutes. Thanks for watching, but I didn't. Nope. We are starting off strong. Amber, Ombre de Baltique. So if you are in the US, how was your Thanksgiving? I think this one is going to go up on the day after, so relevant question. Then we have Ombre de Birmanie. I went with two colors that were pretty close together and definitely probably didn't need both and probably didn't need a full bottle of either, but here we are. It looks like Ombre de Baltique is going to be a lighter, and then Ombre de Birmanie is going to be a slightly darker kind of yellowy golden color, but we'll see. And now we will look at the P.W. Ackerman inks. I think I have like a blue ink from them somewhere, like a sample size. I don't know that I've ever used it. But this first one is going to be Leven's Cardinal Pars? Maybe. Take a look. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm just going to abbreviate the brand name for my own sanity to PWA. And this one is Laven's Cardinal Pars. Maybe. All the rest of these are going to be the P.W. Ackerman, so I'm not going to keep saying that just so it doesn't sound repetitive. But this is Dow's Emerald Grown, or Dew's Emerald Grown? Rowan? I don't really have a reason I really wanted to try all of these inks. I just felt like it was a brand I hadn't really tried much from, if anything that I could remember. Like I said, I might, maybe, have a sample of a blue ink from P.W. Ackerman somewhere. Actually, that's not true. The motivation to try the inks was I saw a swatch of SBRE Brown, so I really wanted to try SBRE Brown, but figured if I was going to order that, I may as well try a couple of them. So, I mean, spoiler alert, SBRE Brown will come up in a little bit. Then we have Delft's Blue. Delft's Blue. That's really pretty. That reminds me a lot of Pilot's Agisai at quick glance. Delft's. I guess before we do the next one, I'm going to move this a little bit up so it doesn't obstruct. I should have done that up here, but I didn't. Oh well. This one is called Voraut Violet. No, I didn't intend for all these to be purple. It just worked out that way. A purple-esque. One of my IRL very good friends is German, from Germany. Probably should have consulted her on how to speak these. I realize Ackerman is a Dutch brand, is a Netherlands, from the Netherlands, a Dutch brand, but she probably would have been able to give me much more insight on how to pronounce everything than I currently have. Now, so far, these are feeling a little bit more on the dry side, and just in terms of trying to write with them unsuccessfully, apparently. They are a little bit dry. Not so dry that they're going to be impossible to work with by any stretch. But so far, all of the Ackerman inks I've tried seem to be a little on the drier side. This one is, oh my, Deep Dun Water Blau? Deep Dun Water Blau? Ugh. Rough. It is hard out here. Oh, God. Forgive me, please. Very pretty dark blue. Now that one did not feel as dry. We'll see how it is in the writing. That should all be one word, but here we are. Nothing about this has been perfect so far. But this one is a bit wetter than the others. But it's very pretty. I like it very much. And I think I'm going to leave a blank space right here, which might drive me bananas, to be honest. But the reason I'm going to do that is because the last three that I have are browns, and I really kind of want to see them together. So hopefully I can work through this moment of... But also, can we just talk about, like, this bottle, right? Like, here's my hand. This bottle is really going places, man. That sounds awful. This bottle has got a very dramatic appearance. Like, sitting that on your desk? Like, I mean business. This thing would double as a weapon of some kind. She's hefty. I'm so amused. It takes very little. I am so amused at that. It's so cool. And just since we're talking about it, it's one of the ones, I think there's like a little ball at the bottom here that stops it from flowing back out. But basically you invert it to fill up the top part of the neck of the bottle, and you can fill your pen out of here so that you're not dipping all the way down into the rest of the ink. It's actually very clever for a bottle this size. That's very, very clever. So we'll start with this one. So this one is the Dutch Masters limited edition. And this one is Howl's Old Bruin, which I'm assuming probably translates something to Howl's Old Brown. I don't know. It would make sense. But it looked kind of like a mustardy color, and I'm going through a phase right now where I'm loving mustardy colors. Okay. So I'm turning it on its side, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. You may not be able to. But I'm now watching it empty back out of the container and into the rest of the ink. And it takes very little to amuse me. It's probably as low as I can get it because the ink is like completely full. But I'm so amused by that. It's important to note that I try not to like really look at the inks that are drying as I'm swatching, because I will get completely sidetracked. If I see something I really like, I get sidetracked by it. So to avoid rambling in the middle of swatching, I usually will not actually look at the colors in too much detail until I'm ready to look at them dried, kind of as we look at them at the end. So the next one is Hop Just Bruin. Hop Just Bruin. Which I'm assuming probably means like a hop brown, like a barley or a hop brown. H-O-P. I'm going to look them up. I'm going to look up the Howl's Old Bruin and then this one as well, see if I was right about the translation. Why? Because I can. Is there anything that you guys are picking up for Black Friday? It doesn't have to be stationery. I have decided not really to shop for anything for Black Friday. I may choose to shop more for Small Business Saturday, but at this point, in the sales I've seen, there's really nothing that I feel like I'm missing in my collection. And the only, like, I would consider getting another Scribo pen, for example. And in the month of December, I'm currently planning to do an inventory and show you all of my pens. It won't be all at once because that would be such a long video, but I'm probably going to piece it up. This one is the SBRE Brown. So I'll probably piece up my video or my pen inventory by doing, you know, letter A, letter B, letter C, letter D, etc. Just because I feel like that would be a fun way to explore the collection. I could also do it based on price tag, but that can vary so much. Like if I'm purchasing something that's a Europe exclusive or a Japan exclusive or Taiwan exclusive or Thailand, like, you know, a country specific exclusive, I'm going to pay so much more than the people in that country. So I thought about doing it by price point, but I just feel like doing them kind of A to Z is probably going to be easier for me. It'll definitely help me organize more. So you will want to check back in December if that sounds like your bag, your cup of tea, your cup of joe, cup of coffee. It's always my cup of coffee. Very pretty. Now I'm looking at them. Very excited. So while we're waiting for them to dry, I did look up the translation for these two, and I was right. So I was right about this one. I was not right about the other one. This translates to Hal's Old Brown. So Hal's Old Bruin is Hal's Old Brown. The Hopjes Bruin translates to Caramel Brown, and it's named for Hagshi Hopjes. I'll put it on the screen. Which is a coffee caramel candy and generally refers to a warm medium brown, which it is. So while I was sitting here waiting for these to dry, I was looking through my emails and saw an email from Vanness, from the company site, like the company's website, that they were having a Black Friday sale. I do really, really like Vanness pens. The Schmidt nibs on them are amazing. They're always so like smooth, so juicy, such wet writers. I usually just have really great luck with them. There was one that I saw about a month ago now, I think it's been, on bookish artist Mandy's YouTube that she got. That is the Celine tribute pen, and I have been thinking about it nonstop ever since I saw it on her channel. So that one is one that I have really been eyeing. I looked at it on Fountain Pen Day. The sale on it wasn't that great. If I remember correctly, I think that's why I didn't end up buying it, but I may have to go ahead and get it now because I'm still thinking about it. So let's take a closer look at these swatches. Up first, we have Black Tongue Spider Orchid. Beautiful medium, kind of mauvey purple. Some gorgeous shading there. We have Ombre de Baltique, which is kind of a bright golden yellow. Very pretty. Ombre de Bermani has some lovely shading in it. Absolutely stunning shading. It's slightly darker in appearance, I think. But honestly, I did not need both. And if you're debating one of them, you don't need both. Now, I do think I like Ombre de Bermani better. It's just slightly darker. And the shading in it is phenomenal. Then we have the beginning of our PW Ackerman inks. This one is Levin's Cardinal Pars, which is a really pretty, it's coming up a slightly lighter pink, and that's probably just the lighting. It's a bit darker to me. Closer to the tone of the one above it, the Black Tongue Spider Orchid. And then we have Dow's Emerald Groen. Beautiful emerald green. A tiny bit of sheening in the larger swatch. Delft's Blue is a beautiful bright blue. Bore Out Violet, again, beautiful mauvey purple. Love it. I must have been in a very purple mood when I was buying these. P.W. Ackerman's Deep Dew Water Blau, which I'm assuming is like a deep water blue. And that would match, right? Like it's a beautiful deep blue color. Little bit of sheening there in the larger swatch. I'm actually really happy I bought a full bottle of this one. The Howell's Old Bruin. It is a beautiful kind of wheat brown with a hint of maybe green to it. Beautiful. I really, really like it. It is coming up slightly warmer in the viewfinder, so I'm not sure how that'll translate because it's a very cool tone. Let's see. Hotchess Brown. Not quite dry yet. I do apologize for that. But beautiful, warm, caramely brown. Very pretty. And last but not least, we have SBRE Brown, which is kind of what jump-started me wanting to get this ink. Now, these last two, not perfectly dry yet, but you get a good feel for what that ink is going to look like in writing. I might need a full bottle of the SBRE Brown. I really like that. That's a beautiful, warm brown. Absolutely stunning. What do we think about these inks? Do you guys have any of these? What pens are they in if you do? I'm pretty excited to try these out. I will say these 4 were on the drier side. Not so dry that I don't think that they'll flow out of a pen, but they were a little on the drier side. And then these 4 were very standard. None of these were super juicy and wet. I will say of all of them, the wettest was probably the Black Tongue Spider Orchid or one of the 2 Jack Urbon inks. But overall, the sampling of P.W. Ackerman I have here, very standard in terms of flow, maybe on the drier side of normal. Do you have any of these in your collection? If so, what pens are they in? Let me know. Are there any other from P.W. Ackerman that I should check out? That's another important question. If you like this video, please feel free to give this video a thumbs up. If you want to watch more of my videos, then please hit the subscribe button and come back and check out another video. I would love to have you. And while this may be a holiday Friday, as always with Friday videos, I want to hear about a win you had this week. Let's celebrate together in the comments below. Or maybe you just tell me about something really amazing from your holiday if you celebrated Thanksgiving yesterday. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day wherever you are in the world. Remember, be kind to yourself, be kind to one another, and stay classic. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.